presenting yourself, it is very important of how you do it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And when people do research on you, if the information doesn't line up with what you're putting out there, it's a problem.
I should have done this research on stream, but after so many people hitting me up asking, is she even a real doctor? I decided to look into it a little bit. So I am up on her website right now. And within this, she has here a little bit about herself. And you can see here, Dr. Bryan has decided to pursue her doctorate degree in counseling psychology from Argosy University. I have never heard of this school before, so I put this school into Wikipedia. And really, I wanted to understand, is this institution accredited? And if they are accredited, by whom? Is it a nationally recognized organization? And I found out that on February 27th, 2019, the U.S. Department of Education stated that they were cutting federal funding to this university. And all of the campuses were officially closed shortly thereafter. And why were they cut off? Seems like that there was some heavy fraud allegations. Arizona Republic and Inside Higher Education reported that Argosy University failed to distribute more than $9 million in financial aid to its students, and it's unclear where the money is now. Now, if you look down up in here, in 2022, Argosy University is one of 153 institutions included in student loan cancellation due to alleged fraud. Schools like this that will lose accreditation due to allegations like this, it begins to put me in a position of questioning the value of your education, where you now wear doctor like a badge of honor. But I wanted to know officially, could you call yourself a doctor from a school that lost accreditation? AI says the short answer is yes, you can still call yourself a doctor. Even if the college that you attended loses accreditation after you've graduated, your earned degree remains valid. This associated with your degree. However, it's important to note that losing accreditation can impact your ability to practice in certain professions. For example, if you're a medical doctor, your medical license may be affected, as it typically requires a degree from an currently accredited institution. So for doctors, they require accreditation throughout the life of the school, but for social media influencers, obviously not.
My boxing glove's still on. Yeah, man. And I for the sake of my cigar, I mean,
it's gone.
Yeah, it's about to get there. I just want to ask a simple question.
And it's going to be a simple answer.
Hopefully within the time frame of me smoking this cigar. Do you want to get married?
Hard yes. Absolutely want to get married.
So my question is, if you've never seen a healthy marriage, how are you able to identify one?
Now, this is the third time that he's had to re-ask this question. Now he's reframing it around specifically you being direct and asking about marriage. Now, this is the most direct way that he's asked this question before.
We're going to question it. It's like you're nothing but an influencer. You're a life coach at the end of the day. So you know what you're using your doctor for. Terminology or signature name, title, you know. It's just now people know because people did their research. She's not really a doctor. She's just a life coach giving advice. But for a person that has never been married, how can you give advice to married people if you've never been married? How can you counsel someone else when your own personal house is not cleaned? Run till that.
Again, I didn't grow up in a household where a healthy marriage was something that was present for learned behavior. I am 41 years old. I'm an adult who has done a lot of work. So in today's world, with my work and my healing and my old friends who I have now made new friends, I now have, and I do see healthy relationships.
But none that you want to be like, yo,
no,
I like what y'all have.
Right.
I want to emulate that.
No, and it's not because what they have isn't healthy. It's because I have a strong sense of self, and I'm not knocking people who look to other people and say, I would like that, or I get what you're saying. There's nothing wrong with that. But I have a strong sense of self, and I don't want what someone else has. I want what is aligned in God's will for me is. And so I have a strong understanding that what's for me ain't gonna look like.
What you talking about?
Because it could look like we want this beautiful mansion, and we go in that house, excuse my language, that motherfucker's more homeless than people who sleep on the street. Because just because you got 4 walls and you have a marble floors and you have a gated home and you have a 10,000 or 20,000 square foot home doesn't mean that thing ain't more homeless than the person who's in a high-rise apartment or a person who's in a single apartment living in downtown LA and they're a student who's poor, okay? That has nothing to do with it. So I'd rather have a little apartment with my husband and baby, we got wealth, than be in a big mansion like a lot of people have done and be homeless in that thing. And I'm sitting here creating this image for my people to admire me, but I'm dying in the inside. When you talk about resources and people, I don't want no friends around me who can see me as a mansion, but let me die as a homeless person internally. I'm good. And nor do I want to be the woman who says, I want what Cam and this woman has, not knowing that when this woman goes wherever she going, she's really speaking the real about what y'all got going, but she's not going to tell me because she wants me to keep feeding her trauma, which is that mask and that costume she's wearing, to make people think that relationship is good. I'll pass. I'll take what God has for me, and I will continue to pray for those who I see have a healthy relationship and support them. But I don't want nothing nobody has because it's not mine. And if it ain't yours, y'all, you can't keep it. You can't sustain it. So stop wanting things that ain't yours. Stop wanting things that don't belong to you. That's called despair.
No, it's not called despair. See, what she's doing, guys, is that she knows the line of questioning that Cam is probably going to go down, which is, well, if you can model someone else, why haven't you found it for yourself? But she's avoiding that. Yes, you can take a look at how other couples or other relationships have performed within your life and not want it so bad that you lust for it. You get to this heavy, because comparison is the thief of joy. I understand those points. But to look at other examples of it being or doing well as to inform you, and especially looking at other people's mistakes, to inform you of how to do it better yourself. That's a
Thank you. Thank you. What I just said. Thank you, brother MTR. Man, see? 2 different individuals, 2 different opinions, but bringing the truth home.
what he's asking, but she's putting in all of this fluff speak on top of it, which is making it difficult, right? Like, it's making it difficult to follow, yet at the same time she's speaking so fast, it's not giving Cam time to rebut or to speak through the different ridiculous points that she continuously makes. This is odd. And you know what the thing is here? If you look down into the comment section of their video, it's nonstop about how Cam was being disrespectful. She kept answering his questions and he kept thinking she didn't. Zero comprehension. No, he reframed the question 3 different times. And he probably is going to reframe it again going into the future. God bless her for her patience. What? Cam exposed himself as a low-functioning man. He never recovered. This woman gave a master class in being high-functioning. Holy moly. Her speaks clearly and eloquently. Cam, I man, you woman. Oh, what in the world is this?
Get you some help, get you some healing, get you a sense of self, and start wanting things that are yours. And then you may not end up with a man who's beating your ass because you thought he was putting her on jets and buying her Birkin bags and taking her to nice restaurants when she was going home getting her ass beat. But you wanted it though, right? Be careful what you ask for. Start asking God, reveal to me what I'm saying I want, so I understand the transparency of it. God, reveal to me what's mine, so I can have that. And I don't end up praying to you to get out of it. I don't rush to the altar just to become a divorcee or a baby mama or a baby daddy. We don't want what nobody else has. We want what's ours, because that is good enough.
There's some things that she's saying that's making absolute sense, right? Women who idolize YouTube couples, relationship couples, they see the glitz, the glamour, the potential money, and then behind scenes, it's a bloodbath.
But also too, you know, I don't like the fact how they try to comfort Cam or shame Cam, but I digress. Because those type of individuals, I guarantee you, their ass is a single. Those women don't have no man. See, You will know how a person moves when you sit back and you listen to them. All you gotta do is sit back and listen. Men think logic and ask logical questions. And you have a large number of women that don't sit back and think logic. They hear what they want to hear instead of hearing what they should hear or what they need to hear. Let's make that clear. Okay? Yeah. The social media thing. A large number of individuals have sold their soul to social media, not even sold their soul to social media. They've sold their soul to a lifestyle that they've never had, but see it in someone else, see it in others.
Pick.
You caught the pig. Just
Oh, wow. She caught that pick. She caught the interception. She's the one that came up here confrontational. Y'all said it was Cam. Yo, the internet is a wild place.
because you talking loud.
I wasn't loud.
Just because your voice is inflected.
wasn't loud.
Just because you're leaning forward to your
I
camera.
wasn't loud.
What's crazy to me is that women like this will claim that they're not rude, that they're not obnoxious, that they are being feminine when they speak to you in that way. And then they come back later and patronize you using what you did to make $35-45 million, be a QB, in order to patronize him. What? Is this how two civil people have conversations? I don't think so.
Doesn't mean you just called it.
I'm talking to my people. I'm talking.
Let me tell you guys something. This is the most dangerous version of modern woman today. One that not only can strategically position herself on platforms like this to demonstrate vapid behavior, demon serpent tongue behavior, but then also trick the masses into thinking that what she's doing is something that is valued by men. This type of behavior is not strong. Well, it depends what you think of as strong. If you think of as strong as a CEO, as a board leader, right? Like, these are good characteristics and qualities, because she's good. She could be a lawyer. She could be a consultant. She could be a judge. Many different things that she can do. But can she be a wife? Hello.
To my people.
All I'm trying to say is you took something completely out of context when I said your resources around you that you said.
Yes.
Yeah.
We cleared that up though.
Accountability. She does not like to be held accountable. Isn't it something how a person can take something you say out of context and take the long way home instead of answering short and direct questions?
Of healthy relationships.
Yeah.
They are.
Not that you want that. You said, you took what I said and I
That's
said
what
I
I'm
want
saying.
that. But it's not, I want
No,
what they have.
I don't.
It's more of an admiration for what they have.
No.
And it's like, yo, like I admire that about their relationship.
There you.
No. Here's the thing. This interaction right here is demonstrating why Cam Newton remains single and not married. It's a clear demonstration of the type of mindsets in our mouth. Because here's the thing. She's on a financial level where she feels entitled to the Cam Newtons. Are these guys going to sit down and settle for this? Hell no.
Go. Now, hold on. That's no, because the latter part, I have single girlfriends I admire how they are as women. I have married girlfriends who I do admire their relationship, meaning I love that it's healthy for you. I love that you and him
Yeah, but
are
you're talking
doing
about
this.
mansions and beating and all that. I ain't mentioned none of
Hold
that.
on,
I just said,
Cam, if it went over your dreadlocks, bring it back.
yeah,
Oh,
but
Stay
you
here.
talking about
no,
you
she's
catching
being
pigs,
disrespectful.
but you just over here just,
Cam,
you on a
don't,
TV timeout.
Cam, we're not on the football field. Let's bring it back here.
Oh,
I shouldn't have been on the football
no.
field. I'm sorry. We're back here. I brought it back, baby. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
it's okay.
Okay?
Oh,
Don't, I'm not
no.
playing. I'm here.
I was saying is you saying that that's
Horrible.
what I like is more of a wordplay to saying I admire what they have and I want to implement that into my relationship as well. Single people can't coach relationship people. And I think that is what happens too often. So when I'm asking questions about resources, when I'm asking questions about you, hard yes for a
Yeah,
married
of
man,
course, yeah.
I'm saying I'm triggered when I hear that as a man.
Yeah.
When I ask you, do you have healthy marriages that you've seen, witnessed,
Yes,
been a
and I
part
have,
of,
yes.
or admired? And you clearly said no.
And I clearly said yes. But my admiration doesn't go as far as, in your exact words, I would want that. No, I don't want anything that somebody else is. I want to help them have more of the good stuff.
Okay.
Okay? But in the sense of, again, people who are doing well, married or not, but I want to go back to what you said is triggering to you, because I love that you said that. And a lot of people think that. And it's not wrong. I get it. A single woman or even a woman with no kids, how can she coach or therapy a woman who is a mother? Or a single woman, how can she coach or therapy or help or be a psychologist with people who are having marital
But
issues?
you're single.
I'm single.
Okay.
Yes, I'm single. And so I love what you're saying, because I don't know what other therapists, psychologists, or coaches do, but I don't coach married couples. Stick with me. People come to me who are married. I'm helping each of them process their own stuff. Because what a marriage is, and your mama will know it because she's a church woman, and from what she said beyond
39
wise.
years
Right.
of marriage.
And even what she said about marriage, everybody want to go to heaven, but there's a lot of hell in it, and love that. She said that. Marriage, like the Bible says, is cleaving. Cleaving does this. Cleaving doesn't do this. And so when people come to me married, they're doing similar to Mama's statement. They're coming to me like this. And so I'm not counseling married couples. I'm counseling individuals who are coming with so many issues within themselves that they married on paper, but they ain't never even had a chance to be married mentally, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, intellectually in any way. But what happens is, as I help them as individuals process through their traumas and their pain and their intergenerational issues, they magically usually cleave, or not many, but some, depart. That anyone, even other therapists, are teaching married people how to cleave or be married. They're really breaking down the barriers that people have that are keeping them from being loving or in love, or like Mom said, keeping them from going not only to heaven, but sometimes taking that detour to hell just to get to heaven again, just to get back to hell, to get back to heaven. Yeah. And so I don't teach them how to be married, because I don't think that's something that can be taught. I think that comes through each individual marriage couple, because there's not one way to do it. I'm helping them break down the barriers that are keeping them from what they really want, which is to be safe, to be in love, to go to this heaven space, but to learn how to have the bandwidth to get through the journey of hell.
If a person is single, I can see your logic. But you trying to give advice, counsel, someone that is married.